everybody, welcome to Psychology at Work and Play. This is the channel where we talk about personal growth, health for wealth, and we are realigning our mindset. My name is Serena Holder Campbell, and if you're new to the channel, this is where we focus on getting ourselves to a place where life doesn't hold us back and we learn from all our various experiences and our challenges and rise and continue to rise. In today's video, I am going to discuss with you life beyond migration. We're going to talk about 6 key things that impact us as you seek to move to another country by whatever means. These are some of the things that I experienced personally and things that I hope you never have to experience if you are migrating to another country, and especially when you're at my age of 51 and moving into something that is strange. Your life is going to become a little topsy-turvy and you will have to navigate yourself through it. We are going to talk about these 6 key things, and here we go. For one, when you think of migration, there are many uncertainties that you are going to face. And those uncertainties also ties into our expectations, what it is that we have to embrace. You're in a new land, you don't know anybody, you're not sure where you're coming from, you have certain things to your comfort, you have your house, you have your car, you have your dreams, you have friends and relatives, and you have things that you're able to navigate yourself around on a daily basis. But then here you are in a new land, and there are so many things that you are going to experience in the mix of this uncertainty. One of the other things that you're going to experience is relationship. Now, when you are planning to migrate, you think about the relatives that you have wherever you're going and how happy they will be to see you and how they will embrace you. And you start visioning the things that you will do together as a family and all of that. I am here to tell you, get that expectation out of your mind. Clear that out of your mind. Because things don't always work out the way you want it. People are happy for you, but at the same time, when you're in their personal space, it becomes something else. So as you consider migration, think about all of these things that are going to impact you and how it may cause breakage or strengthening of some relationship. I would have gone through tremendous stress in our relationships, and today, even now, we have some that are strained, and your family members will do what they can for you. I remember one family member who really went out of his way to do so much for us. He took us grocery shopping, we got clothes, we got bed to sleep, we got our own apartment within his house, and we were very satisfied, we were very happy. But because of the transition where you're moving from a life where you have everything for yourself and you have to run, I'll use the word run. We had to run and leave everything behind. And so coming into this new country, we experienced tremendous grief, and it's grieving loved ones who we'd have lost along the way. And we're grieving for our jobs that we had that were solid. We're grieving for our friends that are no longer there, and we know not when we will see our friends again. We grieve for our family members who we leave behind without knowing when we're going to see them again and if we're ever going to see them again. So all of these things were happening, but then you have the family members who believe that we are not grateful for the provision that has been made. And sometimes it's not always very easy to say it's not about what you're doing or what you're not doing, it's just us. We are experiencing. I just want to, for those who are listening to this video, I just want you to focus on how we become a support system for someone who is migrating, because it can be very, very challenging. And the way you give support may not necessarily be the best way to give support to someone who is hurting. It's not just clothes on our bodies and food to eat and a nice clean bed. It's a lot of emotional turmoil that's going on that is not as a result of anything you do or you don't do. And so do not be confused by the emotions of the person who has migrated and is in your space. Try to understand and empathize and be in the position where, if it was me in this position, how would I feel? So we are very, very grateful for all the people who were able to open their doors. But we are sorry that those doors, when they were open, they were not open long enough to understand what it was like to transition into this new life. The other thing I want to talk about is the expectations that we had. We hear things, food is cheap, clothes is cheap, and you can just walk in and buy this, you can walk in and get that, and this is here provided for you. Scratch that. It is not always so. One person's experience doesn't mean it's going to be your experience. And so we have to be mindful of all of those changes and the expectations that we have. What you hear about may not necessarily come your way and be a part of your regular living and so on. It's important for you not to come with too much expectations. Come prepared to learn and adopt. The other thing I want to share with you about life beyond migration is the whole culture. Coming from a culture where it is nice and warm, sunny, lively, happy people running around half naked in the sunlight. But then here we are in another country where there are seasons, real seasons. You have the winter times, you have the springtime, you have the fall, and you have the summer. In Jamaica, it's just one season. And when I say one season, I mean it's sunny right throughout the year. It doesn't get much colder in December. You may feel a little bit of Christmas chill, but nothing significant to talk about. When you migrate to another country, such as the one that I have migrated to, then you're going to find that there is the winter time when it's very, very cold. You'll get burning in your nose and burning in your eyes, and you have to be wearing your sweats, have to be covered all the way through, wearing your boots. You go in a store and it's nice and sunny outdoors, but by the time you get in the store and get out, everything changes. It gets cold. And then there is the spring. After the winter, there is a spring. What I learned about this place when it comes to summer, it is so hot, it's unbearably hot. So Jamaica is hot. This place is hot times 2. So you can't wear too much clothes and you can't wear too little clothes. And this is a place where it gets so hot that you're likely to get heat stroke. So different. In the fall, you'll see the leaves turn yellow and orange and pink and all these other beautiful colors, brown, different shades, and all the leaves start falling from the trees. And before you know it, the whole place look desolate with all these trees without leaves, looking like a scary movie. And in the spring, then you see where the leaves start growing back and the blossoms and everything, and it starts affecting your sinuses, and everything is just so totally different. So the dress code is different, the weather is different, the dress code is different. Coming from Jamaica where you're all nice and flashy, when you're here, it doesn't matter. People in their pajamas, you go to the store and you're walking in with someone in their full suit of pajamas. And nobody looks around like it's anything strange. So sometimes we end up feeling overdressed. So when you go out, you stand out as a Jamaican as a sore thumb. So that is quite different. So there are so many different cultures. One of the other culture barrier that I find is the language. So we have to be speaking properly. In a Jamaican environment, we speak our patois, we speak our dialect, and we don't feel shy about it. But here, when you speak, you have to be speaking clearly where people can relate. Even when you speak proper English, it's not clear enough. So you have to be putting on the accent with it. And so sometimes we don't always fit in. Sometimes we feel too strained and feeling like we are not being ourselves. We have to be pretending to be somebody else because people talking to us, and because we spend so much time focusing on talking like the culture that we're in, we lose ourselves in the process. But then you have some people who will embrace our Jamaican culture and just want to hear more of us, more of us, more of us. I met this lady from India, and she's amazed that I speak good English, because they have challenges also adapting to this new country and speaking. So they speak as best as they can in English, but I come out on top because my English, as she says, is immaculate. So all of these different things are, pretty challenging. And then more than that, we have to learn to pretty much adapt. But more than all, I want to talk about our mindset. We also have to adopt a new mindset. In Jamaica, we are, yeah man, everything good, and so on. Getting to this country, we have to think about looking at how are you going to rise above your situation? How are you going to excel? And this is what has brought me to be designing my decision-making activity sheet, goal setting document. It's an ebook, and it also has a worksheet in there that looks at what it is that you want as your desires and your dreams, your vision, your aspirations. And coming into a new country, you're going to need those. And you're going to also need the worksheet that will look at how do you take it step by step to become successful. So you may be living a life of success behind you. But as you migrate, you have to think about life beyond migration. You have to think about how are you going to live? Are you going to start your own business? Are you going to seek employment? Are you going to have to go back to school to get yourself upgraded? Will you be accepted with the qualifications that you have? These are real factors that you have to consider as you think about migration. So with this goal setting activity sheet, it will help you to identify your visions, your goals, your dreams, and put those steps into action for you to become successful. I am happy that you're able to listen to me today, and I hope that you find value in this very important topic that I am talking about. And if you have experienced that same migration challenge, I want you to go in the comment and put experience migration. If you have not experienced it but you know of people who have, you can also put in the comments migration, and just let me know if there's any other topic within this migration area, and I will be happy to share more information with you. I thank you for joining me on Psychology at Work and Play, and I ask of you, if you find value again, please go and subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and please like if you like the video, and clicking like and not subscribing is not very beneficial to me, because I am here on YouTube and I hope to be monetized with your help and your support. And therefore, I ask of you to see if you can find the subscribe button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That means when my next video is out, you will know and you will be a part of it. And if you find value in this, check out some other videos. I've had other videos that talk about goal setting and, creating your vision and the different steps that you take. If you are in relationship challenges, I also speak about relationship in this video here, so you can look at it. And I also talk about things that you can do. Planning to get married, these are some of the things that you can do. You can check out this video up here. And if you just want to understand basic sexuality and so on, you can also check out this video up here and just go through and just check out all my other videos. I guarantee you, you're going to learn something of value. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye-bye. Ta-ta.